Spiral is due next Monday, so you got plenty of time. Don't forget you have a test on Friday. But spirals are, the intent is to keep you fresh with the topics throughout the year, so you don't forget them. Okay. Yeah. So let's get started. So the spiral this week is about the topics we've done so far a little bit. We have 4. We have 16 and a 20. 16, 20, 24, 40. Sorry, not 40. It should be 36. And then 40. Yeah, 52 and 56. So put them in order from least to greatest, right? And we need to find a few. Min. So we have our min. We need our max. We need our Q1. We need our Q3. And we need our median. The median is, let's see, two numbers in the middle, so we add them up. 24 plus 36 is 60, so the number in the middle is 30. That divides our data into the bottom half, bottom 50, and the top 50. So we have 4, 56, and we have a 30 in the median. At the bottom half, the number in the middle is between 16 and 20, which is 18, so that's our Q1. And the top half, the number in the middle is going to be between 40 and 52, which is going to be 46. Am I right? 40 and 50 is 92. 40, yeah, 46. Oh, there we have our 5-point summary. So we need a 4. What is this going by? 10. What is this going by? Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12, 6. No. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 intervals. So 4, 12, 16. No, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, 8, 12, 16, 24, 28, 32, 36, 44, 48, 52, 54. You didn't have to do all of them. So we needed a 4. We need an 18. It's going to be here, between 16 and 20. We need a 30. It's going to be here. We need a 46. It's going to be here. And we need a 56. It's going to be right. 56. Where's 56? 48, 52. This should have been 56. There. Now, they're probably outliers here. So the IQR, first of all, the IQR is 46, right, which is the Q3, minus Q1, which is 18, and that's going to give us 46 minus 18, 28, right, so that's the IQR. So if you do Q3 plus 1.5 the IQR, we're going to get, what's Q3? 46 plus, multiply 28 times 1.5, it's going to give us 42. So on the high side, anything above 88 is a outlier. On the downside, it's going to be Q1 minus 1.5 DIQR. Q1 was 18. This is 28. Negative 10. So anything else? Well, I guess we don't have an outlier because this is so spread out. Okay. Even better. So there is, but just to confirm. 2. we need a line plot here. What is our smallest number? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we have a 3. I'll write the numbers down. We have a 3, we have a 5, we have a 1, we have a 0, we have a 7, we have an 8, we have a 3, we have a 2, we have a 3, we have a 5, we have a 15, sorry, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, we have a 15, we have a 4, we have another 3, we have another 3, we have a 4, we have a 5, we have 2 zeros, we have a 1, we have a 2, oh my god, we have another 4, we have a 2 again, we have a 3, we have a 1, we have a 0, we have a 2, we have a 5, we have a 0, a 1, and a 0. So it's definitely skewed right? We can tell that this is skewed right. So it says find the mean, medium, and mode. Okay, so the mode's the easiest one. It looks like it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, mode is 0 and 6 because both of them have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The median. Well, let me do the mode, the mean first. I gotta add all these values. So for 0, this is 0, right? Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a total of 5. 2, 4, 6. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 4, 8, 12. Just makes it easier. 5 times 4 is 20. We have a 7. We have an 8, and we have a 15. Okay, so I'm going to add those. 5 plus 6 plus 18 plus 12 plus 20 plus 7 plus 8 plus 15. It gives me 91. So the total is 91, and I'm going to divide by however many circles. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 27, 28, 29, 30. Divided by 30, it's about, the mean's about 3 point, and we're going to round it to nearest tenth. The median, right, the median here is going to be, let me count, well, the median is going to be somewhere here. Let me cross 1, let me cross 1 from each side. Let me cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the median is 3. Okay. More of a pain than anything. Okay. And then again, we want to talk about the shape. You can clearly tell this is skewed right. Right, when you skew right, our mean is going to be right. So this is, our mean is going to be more on towards the right, right? Because of that 15, it makes our data go a little bit higher. 1,000 marbles in the box. Those marbles in the box. Johnny scooped, counted 15 red. So he scooped, put his hand in, so he took out 15 red marbles, 20 green, and 5 blue. Okay. So let's see, that's 10. So he took 40 in total with one scoop. Okay. If the scoop was a good sample of the marbles in the large box, how many red marbles would you expect to find in the large box? So in his scoop, 15 out of 40 were red. Right? We can simplify that and make this 3 out of 8. So 3 out of 8 were red. Okay. And to predict how many out of 1,000 would also be red, we can take that and sample 3 out of every 8 was red. So multiply that by 1,000. When we simplify this, divide by 4 is 2, divide by 4 is 250. We're going to divide by 2, and this is 125. Not much easier, right? 125 times 3 is 375. So out of 1,000, we can expect about 375 to be read. Let's see. Quinn's test score. You have a 95 plus a 90 plus an 83. And he wants, so plus something over here. I call it x. And divide that by 4, and he wants to get a 90 average. So what does he have to get on that? Well, and cross multiply here. So put this over 1 and cross multiply. 4 times 90 is 360. So that's that. Right? Multiply these two. On this side, 1 times that whole expression is just 95 plus 90 plus 83 plus x. So think about it. What do we have so far? Let me add those up. We have 95 plus 90 plus 83 equals 268 plus x equals 360. Since we're doing equations anyway, we're going to do minus 268 minus 268. So x, or his test, has to be 92. So on the last test, as long as he gets 92, he'll get his average of 90. Which inequality represents the probability of x of an event happening. So remember, the probability of something happening has to be between 0 of any event happening. Well, it can't be greater than 0, right? Because probability is from 0 to 1, right? So this is, what do we call it? Not unlikely, impossible. Remember when we wrote this? Oops. Impossible. And this was, did we write possible? No, certain. The word we use was certain. So, right? So probability is anything between these two values, right? From 0 to 1, and that the only one that is that one is this one. 0 included and 1 included. But it does say of any event happening. I guess it does include the fact that it's not happening as well. Okay. When a fair coin is tossed 10 times, oh my god, it lands on head the first 7 times. Okay. What's the probability that on the 8th toss the coin will land with tails up? Well, so when you're tossing a coin, you're throwing a coin there, right? Probability of, again, heads the first time was half. And it said it landed on heads 7 times. So the probability of heads and the second is half, etc. Right? So actually, let me take that out because that's incorrect. On the 8th toss, so you're about to throw the coin in the air for the 8th time. So what's the probability that on that 8th time it lands with tails up? The probability of tails, regardless if it's the 8th time or the 9th time, it's always going to be half. The faces of a cube are numbered from 1 to 6. What's the probability of not rolling a 5? So probability of not 5. Right? So the probability of not 5, well, if you think about it, we're talking about complement. The probability of getting a 5 on a die is 1 out of 6. The probability of not 5, it's the complement of that, which is 5 out of 6. So anything except 5 and you win. So you would want a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 6. Right. Solve the equation. So again, I'm getting you to remember what you did last year. And if you didn't go this far, well, I'm going to do it now. Step 1 is to always work on groupings. Right? I mean parentheses, braces, brackets, so that has to be taken care of. and you have parentheses here, but you can't subtract x minus 8, right? So the next thing, take that back, would be distributive property. So the first thing is distributive property. Distributive property. I was thinking of order of operation. So distributive property, step 1. Do you have distributive property? Yeah. This says 3 times x minus 8. So if you have a group of x minus 8, you multiply by 3, you should have 3 times the quantity. So 3 times x is 3x. Positive 3 and negative 8 is negative 24. Plus 4x equals 8x plus 4. Step 2, combine like terms. So you look, an equation is 2 expressions, right? The expression on the left equals the expression on the right. So let's make a little wall here. On the left side, can I combine? Are there like terms? Are there same type? Well, this is something with an x, and this is something with an x. Both x's to the raised to the same power, so that makes them like terms. They're both positive, right? So it's this guy here, and I'll circle because this plus sign belongs to 4x. So these two together can be combined. 3x plus 4x is 7x, and the minus 24 just sticks around. On the right side, 8x plus 4 cannot be combined, so it's just 8x plus 4. Now I have an equation with variables on both sides, so I shouldn't have that, right? My answer is going to look like this, or like this. Doesn't matter which side x is on, but it's always on one side. So my suggestion to you, and when we get to the unit of equations, and now I'm going to tell you the same, look at the coefficients, right? The number in front of the x. If this is a 7 and this is an 8. This avoids you dealing with negative coefficients eventually. So I say get rid of the one that is the smallest, and 7 is smaller than 8. So this is positive 7x. To get rid of it, I can't just throw it out. I'm going to subtract. Mathematically speaking, if I do this, 7x minus 7x goes away. But to keep that equation balanced, I must, on the other side of the equal sign, also do minus 7x. Okay? So 7x minus 7x is 0, which I'm not going to write because I'm going to bring down minus 24, so eventually I'm going to erase it anyway. So no need for that. Unless it was a by itself, unless it was 0 and no other number, that's a different story. On the other side, I have 8x minus 7x is just 1x, or just simply x. That's 4. I'm almost there. Now this 4 has to travel to the other side. Right? I'm going to get rid of it here and put it on the other side, and that's a plus 4, so to get rid of it, I do minus 4. Plus 4 and minus 4 is 0. They go away. X is the only thing that's left over. And on this side, I'm going to do minus 4. So negative 24 minus 4 is negative 28. And that's my answer. I'm not going to ask you to check for now because I can hear the complaints. Even myself, I'm not a big fan. But we would replace this with negative 28. We would replace this with negative 28. We would replace this with negative 28. And we evaluate the expression on the left and see if it equals the same value that the expression on the right would equal to. Right, so I would distributive property, combine like terms. So here I guess I can say variables and constants, right, on separate sides. Right, so on separate sides. And once you get to this part here, right, it's just a one-step equation. And that's not a big deal. But that's that. So here, we talked about it in class. You have negative sign. So I'll do it in 2 ways. I'll use a number line. Negative 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, so negative 7. So you're at 0. First thing you do is you walk to negative 7. Now you're subtracting negative 4. So like we talked about in class, you're at negative 7. Somebody's very kind enough to come here and take away from you negative 4. You're in debt at negative 7. Somebody's going to come and pay off. They're going to take negative 4 of your debt. Well, if they take negative 4 of your debt, that means your value goes up, right? So here, let's take negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You end up here, which is, sorry, this is supposed to be negative 3. Right, so there's the explanation. So somebody else in class also said that negative 7 minus negative 4 can also be written as negative 7 plus 4. And that also gives you negative 3. So in this one, I mean, if you were in the 6th grade, I mean, you can think about, hey, here's 1, 2, 3. Let me write it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're adding to that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think about what happens when you get a negative as a positive. They right, one single negative, one single positive. It's called zero pairs. It becomes 0. That becomes 0. This becomes 0. This becomes 0. And this becomes 0. What do you have left over? Negative 3. Okay, that's your spiral. Very short in a way. It will get longer.